How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just gonna get the guys back on.
What's good?
A minute there. How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? How have you been?
What's up? What's up? It's been a very crazy week.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Same old. So before we get, I see some people are really excited. So before we go into today's topic, let me just ask, starting with you, Antali, how was your weekend?
Weekend? It's only just started.
Can't really say much.
I can't say much about the weekend. It's literally a minute past.
What about you, Fred?
Hey, it's been a long week, man. Oof, it's been hot, but I really hope this weekend is gonna be as warm as it was this whole week. You know what I mean? So maybe just go drive by the ocean, something like that. But it's been crazy, but I'm happy it's Friday now. We can get back to doing podcasts and everything. Yeah. Let's go.
Back to business. What about you, all V2 Nice? You seem like you're too excited.
Guys, no, this is how good my weekend is. The Irish drinking
MVP
team. That's how my weekend is going. Cheers to that. And cheers to everybody there.
Cheers to you. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So let's get on with this week's topic. This week's topic is we've taken it to the next level. So, murderers, pedophiles, and death row. So that's basically the topic. That's heading the whole thing. I'm basically going to just we're going to have 3 or 4 questions based on that to sort of break it down. So I'm going to go around the panel and see what they feel about it. I'm just gonna say out the questions. You are a panel, like you're a bunch of guys. So like, what else can I call you? The gang.
gang.
Yeah, the gang. Okay, I'm gonna ask the gang. So the first question for me, and as I said, I'm just gonna read these. So we're gonna use these as guidelines. Is what makes a person kill or coerce children?
Coherse.
I thought you were saying arrest children. My bad. Because we're talking about pedos, so coerce children.
We got comments already, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
right. The second one is going to be: is the system preventing the birth of is the system preventing the birth or murderers and pedophiles or aiding them? Jesus Christ, man.
Is the system preventing the birth of murderers and pedophiles?
Well, my friend, you on your question notes, you put the wrong thing. I'm like, what the hell? Does that make sense?
Don't even get me started, bro.
I know. Correctional facility is able to change people. So that's the same question for the second one. Then the third one will be criminals allowed to choose a method of execution. So criminals are allowed to choose a method of execution. Number 4 is going to be, that's if we have time, should murderers, pedophiles automatically qualify for the death penalty? So you see, that's what I'm going to be asking the panel. As I said, we're focusing on murders, pedophiles, and death row. So I'm going to just start it off. I'm going to start off with one tally. Because when I look at my setup here, right next to me, so I'll start with you. Look, man, as you know, the topic is murderers, pedos, and death row. But what makes a person kill or coerce children, as you say? Is it coerce? I can't even say that word. Is it coerce or coerce?
School fees going in the drain.
Yeah.
I mean, there's several reasons that could make a killer. I think one of them is the belief that there is this psychopathic gene. People are victims of circumstances, apparently, because you learn that most of the criminals or some of the criminals have had some sort of abuse, from being beaten as a child to being sexually assaulted, to all kinds of things. So, and then you obviously there's this behavioral problem where you have somebody who has never been integrated in society, ends up coming out of that and becoming very social, but doesn't know how to handle that. And the way they've dealt with life has maybe been a violent way or whatever it is, and they go outside and they think this is normal. Sometimes people are driven to kill because they feel it's normal. It quenches some sort of thirst, or they get off on it. And seriously, they're criminals who enjoy killing, because they want to see somebody else's blood. So
yeah. Can I ask you something on that? You've just brought up something, and I am just gonna bring it out there, right?
Yeah.
For me, right, I understand this whole thing where it's always, somebody when they were younger, they were abused, and it had a psychological effect on their mind.
Yeah.
I have grown up in Africa, and that's just me. And I'm gonna sound bad. Maybe some people are not gonna like this. I have grown up in Africa, and I have seen people go through suffering. I've seen people go through abuse.
Yeah.
I have seen people go through the hardest moment of their lives, get out of that, and actually try to better themselves, and they don't end up killing. But it's when I look at these documentaries I see online, they're like, I was abused as a child, and just because I was abused as a child, that's sort of the sort of defense they give in court. His abuse as a child is what made him become this, or led him to become this psychopath he is. So what about those people who are as I said, I'm coming from my perspective. I've seen some people suffer hard, but instead of doing that, they come out the right way. So are these people using this as an excuse that, just because this happened to me when I was a child, or people bullied me at school, I decided to react this way? I was bullied at school, and unfortunately, sometimes I used to bully people, which was bad. But now I'm a grown up. But it is what it is.
So you were a bully, yeah?
Yes, I was bullied at school. But what I'm trying to say is, do you think majority of the time is genuine way to say it, or it's just an excuse? What do you think yourself, Wantari? That's on you because you brought that up.
Well, hey man, there's four of us here.
No. You brought up the fact that some of these people went through abuse as children, so it affects them mentally. And after that, so
I'll tell you why. I'm not saying this is a reason for everyone, right? But I've seen a pattern in this where a lot of these murderers have had some sort of abuse. So basically, I'll give you an example. If somebody just keeps beating you every day, right? Or somebody just keeps doing something wrong to you every day, eventually you're going to react. Maybe not to that person, but you're going to react to somebody else, right? So some people would see that same trauma that they suffer and go, how do I end this suffering? You get what I mean? So they end the suffering by, I don't know, taking somebody out. They do it the first time, and sometimes people get this high. I think it's called bloodlust. I think it's called bloodlust or kill thirst. So people get that high and feel powerful because they've gotten away with something they shouldn't be doing. I mean, how many times have people cheated, done the wrong thing, and thought, I got away with it, I'll go and try it again? So, I mean, for a murderer, it's probably the same thing, or some murderers anyway, it's probably the same thing. Some of them even want to be caught, Like, for example, the Lincoln sniper, that sniper who was, killing people from the back of a trunk, he wanted to get caught. He was sniping people. The Washington sniper, that's his name. So he wanted to get caught, and he was in the military as well. And, later on they found out he had PTSD and all these things. Well, you know how it is. But yeah, I'm not going to take up a lot of this time and also, take up all the reasons. I'm sure the guys would love to share something as well.
Okay, so okay, fair. Before I go on to the next person on the panel, let me just welcome a few people from the comments. Miss Melina says hi, Patrick. Hi, Miss Melina. Hi. Jade says hey. Hi, Jade. And Jade says I have been waiting for this to see people's opinion. Oh, you're gonna get a lot of opinions today. I'm going to make sure these guys give the right answers today, and I'll make sure I grind them down because I'm also very interested in this. And then Sony just gave us the eyes.
Sunny Ndoro.
What's up, Sonny?
And we have Cleo, hello from Monaghan. Oh, hello.
What's up, Cleo? Welcome, Cleo. What's up? You're
And
welcome.
this one
Ovid-
is for Ovida. So Ovida, read that for us, if you can.
Ovita chikoloba chiri ba mutujo mpaka pa YouTube.
Would you like to tell our viewers in English?
Yeah, what does it mean in English?
Yeah, so what it means in English said Ovita your moped until on YouTube.
That's a direct translation, isn't it?
Okay.
He's saying why you bring your moped on YouTube.
Okay, guys, please, before we move on to the next guy on the panel, or part of the gang, as they say, please give us those likes, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, support your boys. Okay, so Mr. Fred, I'm gonna come to you.
Wagwan.
Do you want me to repeat the question, or you remember what it is? But
Yeah,
I want to repeat it because some people just joined us. Yeah. What? So our title today is murderous, pedos, and death row. So our question is, what makes a person kill? And I'm gonna go back to this word that has been giving me pain today, or coherse. Coherse kids.
Well,
what makes a pedo coherse, basically?
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I'm partly gonna agree with what Paul said about it's basically from childhood as well. You know, you teach a kid violence, and then they'll grow up to be violent. You know what I mean? Even if you have noticed in school, a kid that always fights always end up to be someone who likes to torture people later on. You know, so it plays a part, but that doesn't give them a pass to have that as an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you kill someone, like, I know I used to be hit when I was a kid. Everybody's been hit. I've been hit as a kid, but you see how it turned out. It turned out to be well. I don't think about killing people. You know what I mean? So it's also, no, those guys are smart, you know. They know they can play around the law to get a few years just for killing people, to pretend they have mental issues. I'm not saying there's no mental issue, but some people do pretend, you know. So, and there are different sorts of killings as well. You have people who do it as rituals, you know what I mean? As in, they kill people just for their blood, like what was happening in partly in Africa. You know, the albinos are being killed for their body parts and everything, chopping off, which is crazy as well. Which you know, to just to block out those emotions to take somebody's life takes a lot of guts. You know what I mean? Something must have happened to you, or
True.
or for you to go that extra length. You know what I mean? So I think it's a mental. I think partly it's a mental problem as well. You know, for you to block out emotions into hurting someone easily. You know, someone is crying to you, "Don't kill me," and you take a knife and stab them. That's beyond human understanding how people do it. You know what I mean?
Some people love that though.
Yeah,
you know, like a rapist. Like, please don't beat me.
That's true.
You guys still beating someone, you know.
And a lot of them, no, it's like a fetish to them. You know what I mean? Just to see somebody scream and everything, they get off that. Like what Paul said, some of them do as a fetish. So it depends where you're coming from and what you're getting off it. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own reasons. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna say for this one. That's my take.
Look, Fred, before we move on, I just want to because you just said the same thing Paul said, which obviously you're agreeing with. So you're telling me that you think majority of the time it's either somebody kills that they get off it, it's just emotional or trauma. So are you because I heard you there say it might also be excuses. So what percentage do you believe that is excuses, or some people just that's how they are, but they're like, oh, you know what? In this world, I can get away with ABC. If I say, look, I'm not okay, or pretend, go to court and pretend you're like.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot. Even if you see, like, go on YouTube and see how many killers are there. They just, even here, I'm not gonna mention any names. Somebody died, and that person said they were crazy, and they took her into a psychiatric place. I mean, they didn't take them to jail just for saying they were not well in the head after killing someone. You know what I mean? Those type of things.
So you're trying to say that some people can use it as a getaway ticket?
Yeah, some people can, just to, because, you know, when you're a psychiatrist, you go there, you be sorted, and then they put you back in the street. You know what I mean? once they know that you're okay, you're back, they'll be like, oh no, they'll blame the problem, as in the whatever sick, you can call it sickness, whatever it is. They'll blame that, like, oh, he did this because of that. Let's give him a second chance. A lot of people do get away with things like that.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
cool. Oh, cool. I get where you're coming from. So, Ovita,
What it do, what it does.
you've been listening to the two guys, and you've been nodding your head, you've been shaking your head, you've been sometimes giving that look.
They're talking
So
rubbish.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion on the same thing? Why do people
Well,
kill
that just covers
or coerce?
Straight up, guns blazing. These two ons are talking rubbish. You know what rubbish is?
Why?
Something you're gonna throw into the bin.
Tell us why.
Why?
Why do people kill?
Why do people kill? They kill because they're sick in the head. Right? And this is not sick in the way talking that no, someone should go get away with it because they had mental issues. That's why they killed someone. You took somebody's life. You ended someone's life, and they're gonna go ahead with it just because this guy had had something in their head going on.
So I don't
If
understand what your argument is, though.
My argument is if someone wants to kill, they actually want to kill. All right. It's not that it can be an accident. They want to kill. Somebody wants to kill. That's why they kill.
That is true.
Let's give an example. If somebody came out here, right, and I was sitting right there and they come and kill my mother, my first instinct is gonna be I'm gonna kill this guy. I wanted to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's no any other excuse. Any person.
But isn't it supposed to be?
Wait. By the way, you are going towards another thing. So even Fred is asking you, like, can you explain to us? Are you trying to say that if you kill, you were just born a murderer? You're just somebody who was born that way?
Because you're saying they want to.
Okay, no. Look, there's some people that straight away they're born and they love to kill. From child doesn't mean they don't need to.
That's a lie.
They don't need to be abused or anything.
Nobody's born a killer.
I've seen documentaries. Listen, I've seen documentaries that kids will be young and they love killing animals. They find pleasure, they find fun out of it.
That's the right thing of it. Please continue, please.
And why? Listen, are you telling me?
Explain their background as well.
No, yes, of course. I've seen documentaries where they say this person, as a child, he was into that kind of killing animals. I'll tell you another reason that could also graduate into that is, let's say, kids brought with their family, with their fathers, hunting while they're really young, right? They're watching that killing of animals, blood spreading everywhere. Then they get into that routine
with us, yeah.
No, but you're saying because of how they were treated as a child, if they were being beat,
yes, it's being taught to them. Being treated is also teaching at the same sense. You can also categorize it the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not only being beaten or being abused when they're kids. There's some people, I'm telling you, they just find the first. It's the way you can grow up liking. Nobody has to teach you at a certain point that I should like to play soccer. There are some people who grow up in a family where nobody in their family played football and ended up playing football. They turned like themselves. Yeah,
how would you know soccer if you haven't learned it somewhere?
Okay, yeah. I mean, we won't go into that direction. But what you're telling me is somebody can just choose or can just be born a killer. So you're saying that if you'll be born a pedophile, for example, So is that what you were saying, Ovi? Like if you were born. And you like little boys' booty holes. You're born that way. Is that what
whoa,
100%.
The topic here is pedo, so don't
pedo
and murderers.
By the way, that's a good point, Wantadi. I was about to bring you guys back to this. All of you guys are talking about killing, but none of you are talking about the coercing of children.
But I'm gonna say 100%. Yes, these people can grow up and they reach a certain age and they're fascinated looking at young girls, young kids.
Oh, wait! You said they're born that way. Now you're saying they.
They're born.
You're contradicting yourself.
Okay, let me tell you.
Okay.
No, let me tell you. A pedophile cannot be young. If you cannot be fucking 10 and say this is a pedophile because it's going for an 8-year-old.
A pedophile is supposed to be
has to be someone, and I don't going for kids.
Whoa! Is that true? Do you have to be an adult to be a pedophile? Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
But according to your point, so then why do you have to be a youngster to be a murderer? You know what I mean? These things are learned. You know,
No, but
that's what you're proving here. You're proving
no,
that you learn
no,
these things.
no. They're not in line. Pedo and the murderer are not in line. They can
But they're
never
both-
be in line.
But they're both crimes, are they not?
That of course they're both crimes, but crimes have.
Are you saying? So you're saying is when you're born, you're programmed with one crime, and the other one you learn it. That's what you're trying to say here. So
What
you know
if you
what's right and wrong.
okay,
when
wait.
you're
One
born.
time, I have a question for him. What if you are a pedo and a murderer?
God damn! You better start saying prayers, man. You gotta start saying prayers because if you're doing both of the things, there's some people.
Okay.
Don't get me. There's some pedos that
hold on.
they do that to kids and then kill them.
I have a definition here for pedophilia.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
at least
go
we
ahead.
understand more of what we're talking about, is it?
yeah. Go
It
on.
says an obsession with children as sex objects.
Right.
Overt acts including taking sexual explicit photographs, molesting children, and exposing
Of
one's
course.
genitalia, blah blah blah. So
Of
basically,
course.
it's an obsession with
Young
children as sex
children.
objects.
Exactly. So you can't tell me you're 10 and you're obsessed with a 6-year-old and they call you that you've got an obsession with kids.
Okay.
Come on.
That's fine, Ovi. But what you're
Yes.
saying is people are born murderers, right? Sorry, Patrick. What you're saying
Yeah,
is,
go ahead.
What you're saying is people are born murderers. Were you telling me that when you were born, you already knew what was right and wrong? You know, when you were born, you knew what left and right was.
Yeah.
Did you start eating meat when you were born? You know what I mean?
But there are certain things. There are certain things they didn't have to teach me. They had to program into my head. There's certain things they didn't have to teach me.
That's it. So
Okay.
they had to program it into your head, right?
I think
Yeah.
what Ovid is trying to say is
Prove my point.
people are born with a sin nature, not
Yeah.
a murderous nature. A sin nature. We are, even when you see a kid when they're growing up, you haven't taught kids how to do violence. You see babies start pushing other babies, start hitting other babies. You know, you've
What
seen that.
babies are you? What babies
Yeah,
are you
what
watching,
babies
man?
are you
What
seeing?
babies
Haven't
are
you
you
seen
watching?
haven't you seen a baby be jealous of another baby just by pushing other baby
but
who
is
start
A
fighting,
baby jealous of another? What babies
hitting
are
you on
you?
the face?
Is that
Come on,
is that
you
every
you have
baby?
you have a kid, Patrick. You should know kids just get
Well,
random tantrums and start issues.
my babies were not violent like the ones you're talking about. So what?
I'm not
Okay,
talking
continue. I
about-
get what
Yeah.
you mean. I have seen other kids push other
So,
kids in the playground. Yeah.
For me, like when I say it's something learned, nobody is born to do something. Everything as a young child is taught. From once you're born, you're taught. You see around. For example, I was saying like it comes from violence or whatever. You see when a kid. Have you ever met a kid whose home has been like a father and mother been arguing all the time? They always fight. Kids watch. They learn from how the father's treating the mother. That's how you some when they grow up, they start treating women so bad. you
No,
know.
bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Straight away, that's bullshit.
Explain.
I'll explain.
Did you know that word? Did you know that word when you were born?
No, listen, I'll explain. Listen, that is a lie. It's a choice.
That's why I
And
said. That's why I said some.
Do you know the reason why I'm gonna say it's still a choice? It's still a choice. I'm gonna put myself in a
Of course,
spot like that.
everything is a choice.
I grew up in a family that was like that. You know, my father
Yes.
fighting my mom. I'll say about it. I'll say about it. But I chose the different way.
Yes.
Me
Yes.
seeing that and seeing
That's
what
why I
it did
said
to my
some.
mom, what it did to my mom, I chose the other path.
That's
I
why I
said, no,
said some.
I ain't gonna ever do something like this.
You know why you chose that? Because you probably had your grandmother or other relatives who helped you put you in line.
No, nobody.
Okay. Okay,
Come on.
guys. I'm gonna give a minute, and since one time it looks like he's interested in the comments. Do you want to read the comments, one time?
No, I'm just putting the comments. I'm just
No, go ahead. Start with that one, then you can go down to the rest.
Okay.
Guys, push the like button, please, guys. If you
Yeah,
are
please.
enjoying the content, push the like button.
Like
and
button.
if you're new to the channel, share the channel, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere. We're live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And look, we're usually
IG.
5 guys, but today we're 4. But we're gonna give you the best opinions. And I'm loving this topic. We still have more questions, and it looks like it's getting intense already. So. If you are liking it,
Roundz.
put the like buttons on, subscribe, share. Okay, so Antal is gonna read the comment here.
Okay, so Jade says yes. Even here in Dublin, she got no sentence because she pleaded crazy. Shit, just because you crazy don't mean that you can't go to jail and serve your time. That is true.
That's true.
Serve your damn time.
I think even paid crazy people still serve their time. They still put them in a facility. Do you know what I mean? They
Yeah,
still-
they put them
There's
in.
freedom. There's freedoms in that.
There's freedom
facility.
in that facility. In that facility, it's
Yeah,
a
but
softie.
are
But
you
it's
telling
not
me
really
you would-
freedom, though.
Yeah, exactly. You're in a
You're
nut
being
house.
injected with medication
Dude,
that you
dude,
haven't even
dude.
accepted.
If you committed a crime and they gave you choice to go to prison or to go to that facility, you're telling me you're gonna say no? I'm going to prison any
I
day, any time.
I chose to be in my house.
No. You had those two options.
But I wouldn't have this option. But anyway, I would say, because dude, we wouldn't know really much about psychiatric place because I haven't done much research on it. But as far as I know, when you go there, you have to take medication to stop you crazy, which I'm pretty sure they're very strong all the time. And then freaking needles and stuff. You're better off trying to fight other people
Guys,
trying to kill
somebody
you.
agrees with me. Somebody agrees with me. There's a comment right there. Agree with OV 100%. Holla.
Just don't do the
Allah.
crime. You know what I mean? Don't do the crime. But okay, look at what's been happening in America. A kid who just wake up one day with an AK-47, just run into a church and start shooting people. You know what I mean? Look at those cases.
Are you telling me that person was born that way? You know?
And these kids are mostly from a well-behaved home. They have everything. They have that PlayStation. But when you look at Malawi, look at all these kids. They are wearing nothing. They're just hiding something. Oh, they're so broke, but they never think about killing someone. How is that?
Ooh, I wouldn't go that far, bro. I wouldn't go that far. We have killings in Malawi.
We have killings, but
Okay, guys. Let one time read the comments, and we can move on to the next question, please.
Okay, so Jade says it's learned. Parents will tell their kids, don't bully, don't hit, don't push, don't bite, etc., etc. Some parents will let their kids do whatever they want, and kids will think it's okay to hurt others. You know,
and that's true.
Guys, and somebody said agrees with me as well. You better pull out that comment.
Oh
too.
Wow, one person agrees with you. Lovely. You know what I mean?
Check the comments.
Take that.
Only one person, bro.
Okay, whoa, guys. Let's move on here. Let's move on. We have stayed on that one for a long time. Look, for the guys who just joined us on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, we're talking about murderers, pedophiles, and death row. So the first question, we already asked it. So we're going to go to the second question, which is the system preventing the birth of murderers? Oh, you changed it. Thank you. And pedophiles, or aiding them? So I'm going to start with that one. So is the system preventing the birth of murderers and pedophiles, or aiding them?
Wait, can you explain that question in a more simpler way?
You know, some of us
Okay. So let me ask this question. Right? So,
English has got a bit of a twist.
This question. Okay, so the current system we're in, do you think the way we deal with murderers, pedophiles, serious offenders, is this system working? Is the system there to prevent, or is this system, is there a cure for this, or are we just preventing?
No.
Who's starting?
You can start. You seem very eager.
Okay.
Because one's just saying.
For me is I don't think there'll be any system that's ever going to work, because every person has their own thinking, and in order for you to come up with a law that actually accompanies that individual thinking will never work. You bring out something and you have other problems. So every solution, another problem arises. So you can say, okay, let's start killing them. And then you'll be like, you people can lie, like, how nowadays cops can just lie, like, oh, somebody died, and then you kill the wrong person. So a lot of things can happen, you know what I mean? So and we live in an age where there's a lot of cameras and everything. Now a lot of people think like, okay, style killings are more now than before, but it's just the same. Just now people are starting to get to know them more because a lot of people are recording them now, you know what I mean? So I would say no. System will never work.
Oh, so you're basically telling me that the system in this system in countries is not working, and those systems are actually contributing more to these killings and everything. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's not a contribution. Yeah, it helps in some sense, but in some sense also innocent people are also getting involved in them, So that's
Okay.
basically what I'm saying. So it's a 50-50. It's a 50 chance you catch the real criminals, and it's a 50 chance innocent people get convicted in them.
Okay.
So that's my take there. Because you look at what's happening in America now, a footballer there, like young kids who are playing football and everything, gets accused of rape or issue of trying to kill someone, and then they're locked up for 20 years, and then later on that they find out after 20 years his life is gone. They say like, oh, she was lying. You see how messed up that is? It's how easy people can lie about these things, and then your whole life is down the drain.
Wait a minute. You keep bringing that. Before I move on to somebody, you keep bringing this whole excuse lies. So you don't believe any of these killers, do you? That when they say, "Oh, it's because of blah 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 blah," that's why I killed. You seem like you don't believe. You keep saying lies, excuses.
I'm
I
saying
see a clear line.
50-50. I'm saying there's some who actually do kill because the issue and there's some cases with mental problems that they do them. So it's either one or the other. It's a 50-50 issue. But to tell who they, my bad, I'm speaking to Joe now. But to tell that this person is really mental, take a doctor to actually examine proper, because a lot of people nowadays can pretend.
Oh, okay,
You know
I'm
what I
sure.
mean?
Okay, I'm sure he had mental problems, but he knew well how to kill.
Of course they do.
For some reason, he understood the way how to kill a person, but this guy's got mental problems.
Wait a minute. That ground you're going into, especially that field, is a gray area, believe it or not. Because look, some people I've heard before or I've seen before where somebody who's got mental issues, because I believe, like we did a podcast about mental health, and somebody who was going through strong mental health and issues decided to kill his wife, his children, and killed himself. So are you trying to say that was a lie? He didn't have mental issues. Is that what you're trying to say, Ovita?
Dude, he went
It's a
killing
yes
his
or no. It's a yes or no question.
Nah.
It's a no, yeah.
No. I'll give you an example. There's a guy who killed his wife and his child, right? And because his wife was leaving him, and he was gonna bring the child, and slaughtered the both of them. He's still alive, and he's actually classified as he had mental issues.
So the reason you're giving us is
but if you look here, this guy he chose to do that because it's jealousy. The fact that the wife and his child was gonna leave him, he said, "Okay, it's either you with me or you with no one else." That's what he chose in the time, but it's gone down as a mental.
Okay.
So basically, he was born.
You know what? I agree with what you're saying, Ovi. The guy made a choice.
I agree as well.
He definitely needs to face the full amount of the law. I understand that. But I think the guy also has issues. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who says you're either with me or you're dead, I mean, how is that normal to you? How is that a normal thing to say to somebody else, that you're either going to be in a relationship with me or I'm going to kill you? You know, like, for me, there is a problem right there. There is the mental problem right there. Do you know what I mean? But for him, it's normal. For that guy, what he said, he felt it was normal.
That's something smart you just said there. You've just said something smart. You know what, guys? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to the next one, then give it to Wantali, which is the second part of the question. What I've seen is I think it's best if one of you you're answering a certain question and you guys object. I think it's much better that way instead of me going one by one. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'll be firing the question, and once I fire it, somebody can say, you know what, I want to say my own opinion on this, or I want to agree with Wantali on this. So Wantali, the guy who obviously broke down these questions, fair play to you, man. Correctional facilities able to change people. That's for you. Like, do you think it's a waste of money, or do you think, look, they're able to change you, let's go ahead with them?
I think it's not easy for me. It's not an easy thing to say yes or easy thing to say no, because I think at a higher percentage no, because I think not a lot of people are better off just being locked away in a cell for most of their life. I mean, no, but some deserve to be there. But I think as a correctional facility, which is what they call it, I think the system is still needs a little bit of work. I mean, there are some prisons that you get a job in prison, you learn certain skills, you learn social skills, whatever it is, and you sort of come out a better person. Fine, but is the correctional facility working for somebody like who likes children or what, who is just murderous and whatnot? I don't think there is enough psychiatric help for people like that in a correctional facility. Basically, that's what I think. But you have.
I think, man, listen, I think they need to be in there and don't give them a chance of changing. Put them in there to suffer for real. If somebody is caught as being a pedophile, bring him into a cell and bring booty warriors to harm on him. They should harm on him inside out.
No, you're now promoting rape in prison. That's what
exactly.
You're doing right there.
Exactly.
Nigga,
we just spoke about sexual harassment. We're spoken about mental health. And this guy's like just
this guy's right here saying the guy and rape him.
Yes, if this guy was out there and doing things to young kids and he was charged for being a pedo, bring him into a cell and bring 5 booty warriors.
And what makes you think he won't enjoy it?
You really think five booty warriors?
Would it be count as punishment if he's enjoying it?
Do you think he will enjoy that shit? And they should.
Bryce, rape.
Vita, so basically, am I getting this right? So you're saying, you're basically supporting one of those things they say, an eye for an eye. That's what you're trying to tell me. That if somebody steals, you cut the arms off, or with somebody, is that what you're looking for?
Me, my biggest thing is if I go straight when it comes to pedophile activity, this guy should go in a place where they're going. They should butt plug him 24/7 all the time. Only on that circumstance. Because if you were that sick, if you were that sick to look at a young child and do that, dude, you deserve a big punishment. Not even death. Death is too soft for you. You need to be abused sexually. They should abuse him sexually every single day.
For me, I disagree with Avita.
Oh.
And I am not.
What punishment do you think they should get?
Hold on.
Do you think they should?
Let me talk.
Yeah, go on.
Just make sure you never get wrongfully accused for being a pedophile, because you're.
For me, I disagree with Avita in the fact that torturing someone doesn't make them any better as a human being. First of all,
do you want them to be any better?
That just makes them more crazier and more insanity. And pedophile, myself, I believe it's a mental state as well. It's a mental problem. It's a mental health situation for someone to actually start looking at kids and developing feelings for
that's not
underage people. That's a sickness in the head. It's a problem.
That's not a sickness. That needs to be helped. That needs to be helped. How are you going to help them? Counseling. Tell them that, don't like young kids.
We have these doctors. They need to do their research. They will figure something out.
Yeah.
But, okay.
By the way, Fred, can you explain to our friend Ovita that we said correctional facility. It's where you have to be collected and helped. That's why they call it a correctional facility.
Let me ask you something. A correctional facility. Let me ask you. Take this in your life right now, right? If you've got a daughter, if you've got a young sister. If some guy did that to your younger sister or your daughter, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel they should go to a correctional facility to make them be right again. You tell me that.
Yeah, but that's how the world is. There's no rules. So
you ain't answering my question. Think about if you have your daughter or you have a sister and some old man has done this to your 11-year-old child, right? That's you.
Yes. I am not going to take matters in my own hand, first of all.
Mob justice. That's what this guy is looking for, mob justice. That's
he is.
He's a mob justice type of guy. That's if you deliver that thing yourself, that doesn't make you any better than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but listen,
makes you a murderer.
Listen.
Nonetheless, hold on. Let me talk.
I'm not saying murder.
Ovida. Yeah. Let Fred
talk as well.
and we'll give you a chance.
I'm trying to answer what you said.
Yeah.
The volume is
Even
going up. and
yes,
up.
that will happen. That's worse. That's the worst thing that will happen to a child and everything. But you killing that person doesn't make you a better person. You have taken life as well.
But
You
I'm
have to
not
consider
saying
that as well.
murder them.
So
I'm
we're
not
talking
saying
about correctional facilities.
what's that? They're just gonna be in
I think
facility. But
those
this me.
facilities,
Mm.
dude, stop, man.
Okay, go on.
That's a bit.
Ovida, let the
Relax.
man,
Give him a
let the man
chance.
speak. Give him
Let
a
him
chance,
go.
and you come on.
Otherwise, we'll
Okay.
be here for
Yeah.
an hour.
Correctional facilities for me, yeah, they play some part. Yes, we have seen people come out proper. It's the same thing, when you're a drug addict, you go there to be well. Couple years you come back, you're well. So with pedophiles and stuff, I think it's a different case as well. This person can still come out and start abusing kids. I don't think death is the answer for this type of people. Lock them up
Of course.
for a long time.
That's a short
So
mercy. Yeah.
Guys,
that's a short mercy because when you just kill someone, they're gone. They'll never regret the
Of
actions.
course. That's my aim.
Lock them up for the longest time to think of the wrongdoings they have. Give them a chance to find repentance. Keep them locked up. I'm not saying let them out. Keep them locked up. Let them repent the issue. Every person deserves to repent for their life, a chance in life, no matter how wrong it is. Sometimes, there's people who have killed someone by accident and they get life in prison or even the death penalty without having a chance to repent of the problem.
Back
The
in
same
the day,
thing. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
in the 80s, people were getting hanged for stealing
Yeah.
livestock.
'Cause what I'm saying is we are all human. Let's not treat each other as animals, as livestock. Give
Okay.
everybody a chance. If I'm a person who believes in life after death, you kill someone, then you meet them later on, like, oh, you killed them also, and then you're like, oh no, you're in the wrong as well. You're going to hell.
Yeah, but
So
see,
it's a conscious thing. So
Yeah.
collection of
Fred,
facilities.
I see. We've
Back-
tapped
Fred.
into something else now.
But hold on, back into collection of facilities as the question was.
Into what?
I think they should introduce more laws into it to make it more solid. As of now, it does not work strongly, I would say.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's still people who go out, come back in, they'll just pretend they're okay and then come out, continue their acts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
They're
you
not giving-
analyzed, didn't you? Before you released to the
Guys,
world, they
Everybody
analyzed
can
you, isn't it?
pretend. Everybody can pretend.
guys,
Okay,
Let's-
okay, Ovita, go, please make it short because
Sure, I'll make it real quick. I'll make it real quick, guys. There are crimes that are different, as we know that, right? If I went and robbed a bank, 2 billion euros, yeah, I need to go in and come out. That's cool. I can change. You can't go pedoing and expect this guy's go somewhere and he's going to change his behavior of being a pedo after he did something bad to a young child.
Okay, I think you're looking at the effect, right? So what if you rob a bank that takes care of children with sicknesses, and you've just robbed that bank, and that hospital needed that money that you've just robbed, and those children die? Are you not responsible for the actions of that you've just committed? Like you've gone there to steal money, right? And that money has been taken away from the hands of a community that is helping people survive, literally.
Cool.
And you've just done that, and people die, right?
Let me answer you. I'll answer you. Let me answer you. Money is something that they can reprint. If a child is if a child is raped, you can never reverse that.
Yeah, but
that's
when children
that's the
die,
difference.
When children die as a result of robbery, can you reverse that?
No, you can't reverse that.
There you go then.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to cut you off there. But before we move on, look, guys, keep the comments coming on and like the vid. If you have got a question for Maria to ask, I see a few comments. I'm gonna have Fred read this comment. So Fred, go ahead, read the comment.
Jade, once again.
Thank you, Jade. She's
number one fan.
Yeah.
Oh, Jade's my wife, by the way.
Anyway.
She says, depends on the crime. If someone steals, sell drugs, etc., then being locked away might give them a wake-up call. But if you kill someone or rape someone, then there is no amount of time or resources.
That can change you. She had another comment.
Oh, that can change you, okay.
Yeah.
Because, guys, I'm saying, quick small example, guys. I've seen a documentary, a family, a guy walked into the house, tried to rob, and they gave him everything, every money, and he still took a gun and bang, Glock into the forehead of the father. The father who was providing everything. And this guy in prison, he's begging. They put him on death row, but he's just waiting. He said, "No, I want to be killed. I want to be." The family, all of them, are going to court just to fight that he shouldn't be on death row because that's an easy way out. They want him to be punished over and over and over and over.
I feel like you're agreeing with us, Ovita.
But what is your point exactly? Because I'm trying to understand what you're trying to
My-
say.
You know what?
my point-
Ovita believes in torture. He wants torture.
Yes,
He wants-
torture. I believe in torture. Hard torture.
Okay.
That's why I say the person who's been a pedo.
I am hoping
Lovely,
you're
Patrick, move it along. He
hoping
believes in
you're-
torture, happy days. Move it
I'm
along.
hoping your girlfriend or wife is not next to you to see you.
Because marriage can be torture as well.
Ovita, there's a lot of people who are disagreeing with you. But anyway, let's move on.
Move it along, please.
She says, Ovita,
Yeah, go ahead.
so the crime you are doing back to that person is not just as bad as the crime as the person done. Disagree 100%. Lock them up, throw the key, but why punishment? You are also committing a crime, committing a crime, basically.
Okay,
That's true.
Look, Jade, you're right there. But as I said, it looks like Mr. Ovita is an eye for an eye guy. He wants an eye. So you know what?
He's an
wants blood.
autistic guy.
Guys, I'm loving this. Look, guys, and we said we usually take 30 minutes, but this topic seems like it has so much in it. We're gonna move on to the next question, and we're gonna dissect the questions. Make them interesting for you guys. Okay, so the other question I have for the gang, as they say, or the crew, or the panel, is
Let Ovita have this one.
Yeah.
I'll start with Ovita.
Just take that comment off.
I'm just going to also rephrase this question because I don't really get how it's asked, but
Do you want me to ask that question?
yeah, but how it's written down, it's like criminals are allowed to choose, like criminals
Let
allowed
one
to
tell
choose
it.
a method
You
of
might
execution. That doesn't make sense. Should I say that? Should criminals be allowed to choose the method of execution?
Yeah,
That's
that's,
your
That's,
vision.
that's simpler.
So the question is basically they've already been put on death or that they're gonna be killed, yeah?
Yeah. So
Or-
should they choose
or-
the method of? Yeah. They have already been put on death row. Yeah.
Hold on a second. So this question comes from a backstory. Today in the news, there was in South Carolina, there was a guy who's on death row. They asked him to choose either, I think, the chair or
shooting.
a firing squad.
Lethal injection.
Lethal injection or firing squad, yes.
Yes.
So so he chose. What did he choose? He chose a firing
Firing squad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then the prison didn't have a fire squad, so they've postponed his killing because of that. So now, leading on to this question, do you think it's okay for somebody to be allowed to choose the method they die? Aren't they in control of when they die or how they die, for example?
I'm going to start off since I
No,
have been
start.
just
Let
asking
Ovita
questions.
start.
No, leave Ovita.
Ovita
Put him in a box. We've heard enough of him.
Go on,
You
go on.
sure the panel said nothing.
Yeah.
Look,
Go on.
for me, I have never believed that anybody has the right to tell somebody, has the right to say, okay, you did this, you need to die. I think nobody has the right to kill somebody else, or nobody has the right to say you have to get executed. I believe that look, I'm somebody who believes in Allah. So I think it's only the Almighty who's able to who created us, who's able to pass that judgment. I don't think us as humans should be passing these judgments to each other. That's why I'm going to also say I don't believe in execution. So this guy choosing, for me, I was thinking about this for a while. I was like, okay, so if you give it a choice and somebody is gladly saying, I want to take this choice, but the thing is, you're not even giving them an option. You've already decided that they have to be killed. So I'm just going to answer the question as how it is. So should you be given a choice? I think you should be given a choice because it's your life. You've already been judged, obviously, and you cannot say anything against it, which I say I don't like, because I don't like people giving somebody, oh, you're going to be executed or death row for you. I don't think anybody deserves to have the power to say, let's kill this person. So, but if I was given the choice and I was in that seat, I think it will sort of give me a bit of pride that okay, at least they're giving me a choice to choose, so I can choose, even though at the end of the day I'm done. So I believe it's a good thing. Let these murderers pick. Let them pick. Let them sit down in that cell and say, do I choose option A, death by stoning? Do I choose option 2, death by being beat the shit out of in the marketplace? I'm just putting these out there. Or should I be shot, or lethal injection, or electric chair? I think at least if you've taken the right from somebody that, oh, we're gonna kill you, and so at least give them a bit of dignity to pick that, you know what, I want to die this way. Because as I say, I am against, look, yeah, but you get what I mean. I am already against executions. But if we as humans say, you know what, Fred, today you're guilty and this is what we're going to do to you, okay, then maybe they must give you a choice of how you're going to die. That's what I feel. But I see Fred has got something to say.
There's no dignity in whatever they're doing, bro. Those guys already know the injection is painful. From as far as I understand, the lethal injection is much more painful than you just being shot there and gone. It's just the faster way to go. They're just choosing the faster way to go. You know what I mean? Lethal injection is slow. It has to hit the blood. It has to go into the blood. And you obviously want to feel so much pain. They don't want to feel that. They just want to go that quick. So for me, I'm also going to answer just, I'm already talking. Giving them a chance. I think, yeah, fair enough. If you're going to sentence someone that they're dying, you might as well give them an option. They're going to die anyway. So why not just give them that one last thing to have control over before they're gone? You know what I mean?
That's what I was looking for, the word control. You see, Fred, thank you very much. I was looking for that word. I know I said pride, but control, yeah. Go ahead.
Give them their own control over their own life just this once before they go. So I think it works out for them. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm going to say it works out for them because there's nothing good about killing. I think that's about it. That's my take there.
There's a comment here. I'm just going to read it fast before we move on to Avita. Patrick, say it again for the people in the back. Nobody has the right to decide to take a life.
I had to read your own comment.
Yeah, I had to. So we move on to Ovida, who's been dying to say something. So what do you feel about this, Ovida? Should criminals be allowed to choose the way they die after they've been given the death row and everything?
First of all, as I'm gonna say, I've never agreed in kill someone because they killed someone, but punish them hard for a long time that they should suffer. That's my point. Okay, you can't. No, that's no, guys.
Isn't this the eye for an eye guy?
An eye for an eye. I never said kill them. Okay, when I say eye for an eye, guys, calm down. When I say eye for an eye, if somebody has killed, keep them in there, punish them. If they're pedophile, they should be bongated by guys.
Yeah, but that's something similar.
So what about a person that kills someone? Obviously, an eye for an eye.
No, this one, even when you have to be...
He's changing the goalpost. Have you seen that? You say pedophiles, they have to get raped. Then now you're saying murderers cannot get killed. So what are you trying to say?
Listen, if they're going to get killed, kill them slowly. Don't kill them at one go. That's where I'm going to.
So basically, you want them to feel the pain.
Yes, guys. No, guys, seriously. I want them to feel the pain first. You guys are saying they should go choose that. No, lethal injection. No. Maybe come today, cut out one finger. Leave them 3 days. Come and cut one finger.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know this has turned into a comedy show. What's going on here?
I think you would work well in the CIA or something in the torture department.
Guys, what? You think that's all right?
I think
that is not right.
I think Guantanamo Bay are still hiring.
Guys, let me say. Why is it not right? Why is it, guys?
Like we explained, the fact that you have to
inflict
pain on a human being.
Of course. Did they care when they were inflicting pain on someone else? No, they didn't.
Yes.
So
what makes you any different than him?
Okay, let me give you an example. For a question they've asked, even if they're on death row now, they say they should choose. Yeah, I think they shouldn't choose. They shouldn't choose.
Just kill them.
Just kill them.
Yes, but kill them slowly.
All right, can we move this on, please?
No.
The person they killed, did the person choose to kill me this way with a knife or a gun?
All right, guys, in the comments there, what do you think about this? What Ovidio is saying? Please write in the comments there. We shall pop your answers on the banner there as Jade is doing. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We are 5 rounds. We're here every Fridays and Saturday. Fridays we're here at 7 p.m. Saturday we're here at 8 p.m. on Instagram. And tomorrow is a very, 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 very good show happening tomorrow. We're not done. I'm just letting them know. So please like, subscribe, and also go and check out our Instagram as well. And then one Tally or Patrick is gonna read the comments now.
Eye for an eye, anyway, guys. Eye for an eye.
So, Jade, once again, thank you, Jade, for coming on today. Bruh, punishment is still a crime. You just want violence. I'm sending the guard. Oh my god. Yeah, man. No, that's mad. Patrick,
guys,
over to you.
These people.
But it's really a difficult topic if you look into it. If you're gonna play both sides, you have to understand mental issues, and then you have to understand choices. Because you are only talking about it's a choice. What about those people who don't have a choice, who are forced to do the killings?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? Who are threatened, if you don't do this, I'm gonna kill your parents. There's people like that.
If somebody came to me and told me that I should go kill someone, to kill my parents, I'm gonna be like, bruh, if that's how it's come to, you try to do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna try to do what I gotta do. I swear.
I say, liar, bro.
Okay, Ovi, that's very nice, but I'm just gonna check Facebook and see if there's 10 million Ovitas on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? Because unfortunately, everybody's different. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
Okay, guys. Let's move on. I see the content is very good.
We have 4 minutes. Wow.
The England. But yeah, go on.
Okay, guys. We're going to go to question number 4, and
I think this one is more of a yes or no question, isn't it?
No, I would like you guys to expand it, but be quick about it. But you know what? For those who are just joining, we're talking about murderers, pedos, and death row. So number 4 is: should murderers, pedophiles, automatically qualify for the death penalty? I'm going to start off with one Tali who's been quiet for a while. So should. Yeah, no. I've been looking at you in the background, smiling, nodding your head. So we're gonna go with you. One Tali. Should murderers, pedophiles automatically qualify for the death penalty?
Look. I think if it was a short answer, this is a difficult question. Hence, it's there. It's a very difficult question because I think somebody saying, "Look, don't have the death penalty." I think that's also not right. Having it and not having it, I think there's a leeway there because I think some criminals commit crimes because they know they can stay in the prison. They love jail food. They can control the jails. You know what I mean? But the minute you put something that somebody's afraid of, sometimes that will stop that person and make them think twice and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not committing this crime." So for pedos, 100% yes. Do you know what I mean? Because 100% yes. I'm sorry. You know, those guys need to, like, death penalty. Like, come on now. You know.
Wait, so now you're picking and choosing which crime gets execution.
This is the problem.
Now you agree that different crimes.
I am looking at it from an emotional sense, right? From an emotional sense, I would say yes, maybe even for both. But at a logical sense, nobody deserves to die by somebody else's hand. Because I'm I'm not really, but I believe in religion. It says thou shalt not kill. So you can't decide that somebody should die. Okay, but on an emotional sense, you know, if my emotions are running through me and I'm thinking this is my daughter, that guy has to die. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm a human being. I'm not. I'm allowed to think in that way. But when it comes to it, I think it shouldn't be allowed.
Wait. You say the aegis guy, and it says thou shalt not kill, but it also says thou shalt not commit adultery, and yet people do it. And thou shalt not drink. People still drink. So
where does it say thou shalt not drink, bro?
Yeah, so
where does it say thou shalt not drink? Because Jesus turned water to wine. So what are you talking about?
I don't know what verses you be reading,
I
bro.
know,
It
right?
never said thou shalt not drink.
I know what thou shalt not
It
drink.
says drink, but do not get drunk. That's why.
well,
Ten.
then you
Where does it
Water
say
to
that?
wine.
drunk.
Where does it say that?
Okay,
That's
okay,
why.
okay,
That's why I drink alcohol.
Let's not get off topic.
Fred, just a sidestep. That's what I'm trying to prove is, I think every time people will bringing the 10 Commandments just for the sake of it, all of us here have got drunk. So let's not bring that. So,
But that is not in the commandment.
yeah. So, but you
About
say
drink.
that even,
It's not in the
yeah,
commandment. So
but
you
have
can't
you got drunk
put it in the
before?
same genre.
You say that shall not get drunk, but have you got drunk?
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Go back to
let's move on. Let's move on to Ovita, who's also dying. So, Ovita, should murderers and pedophiles automatically qualify for death penalty? Please keep it short.
No, not automatically death penalty that they die really quick. Automatic death penalty that they die with time.
Yeah,
they should feel pain.
Guys, I think you're mistaking death row as when somebody gets sentenced to death, it takes a while,
they can stay in there for 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah, they set a date of execution. It can be 10, 20 years from the time you went.
And I heard once you're in there, they give you nice food, steaks.
You're looked after. That's why I wouldn't say qualify for death row. No, they should be punished thoroughly with time, so they can feel every single bit of pain.
Congratulations, right?
Okay, this guy has been watching a lot of Saw movies. I think you have. So, Fred, I'm gonna come to you. Give me a quick answer on this. Do you think somebody should just automatically qualify for the death penalty as soon as you're a pedophile and a murderer?
The thing is, this both activities are different. You know what I mean? You can't compare pedophiles and killings. Those are different type of crimes. Every crime has its own judgment to it. So you can't say pedophiles killed and then you leave out the rapist. It's still rape either way, end of the day. And then the rape, they just get locked up. It's still a crime. So you can't put pedophile in the same group as killers, you know? You have to find some sort of punishment for them on their own. Let the killers be judged according to the act they have done, and let them be judged according to the act they have done.
Are they both not a danger to society though? Both of them.
They're both. Even rapists are dangerous to societies. People that rob and that's all a danger to society.
I think the lasting effects of a pedophile, I mean, look, if somebody gets raped or whatever it is, or they get defiled by an adult, the mental that's going on with that person, then their family, you know what I mean? I'm not saying
it is crazy.
Killing, but,
and also if you put it that way as well, and also that people have been raped who have become better leaders, as in who talk about this thing, fighting for that thing, leaders in the future, you know what I mean? So it depends how you're carrying it as well. I'm not saying people need to experience it, no, but I'm saying is it is in its own category. You can't categorize these two things as one part of crime. Every crime has its own weight to carry, you know what I mean? You can't say pedophiles should be, let them be judged according to the act, let the killers be judged according to the act. So I'm saying no.
Okay, there seems to be a question here, and I didn't really want to go into this one.
Yeah,
but it's similar to being allowed to abort a baby. That has been a result of rape. A crime of abortion is just as bad as a crime of rape. You know what, Jade?
Just trying to make us go deep.
You've just opened Pandora's box, but we're not going to.
We'll save that for Instagram.
I'm going to take this and put it to our notes, and I'm going to bring this on the Instagram live tomorrow, because this question or this something I was fighting with somebody, a feminist. I was in the pub and she brought something up like this, and I told her that, okay, you're saying right to abortion, but I say the same thing as you said, and then it went on all night. So we're gonna keep this one, Jade. We're gonna keep this one, and we're gonna keep it for tomorrow. And tomorrow, I would love all the people on the panel here to be there, because tomorrow I have got a lot of loaded questions for these guys. Tomorrow it's gonna be questions to these guys. You know what? Just my say before we close up, because we've gone over the time we were supposed to go. Thank you for all the support, guys, and everything. We've recently started broadcasting on Twitter, so we are loving the love on Twitter and Facebook. Also, we love the love there. Keep sharing, share it to your family, share it to everybody. We have everything for everybody. If you go to our page, we've got mental health, we've got everything for everybody. So, you know, I'm just going to say on this particular question I asked, I think as soon as you commit these things, if you did them out of like knowingly, especially for me, pedophiles, I think, why the hell are you still doing this? And I also believe, as one of you guys said, it's also about a mentality issue. I think some of these pedophiles are stuck at a certain age, if you think about it. Because have you ever seen these interviews of these pedophiles? They seem like they're still stuck at the age of 10. They're still stuck at some certain age, like they haven't grown up and they're not still matured yet. Like you hear what they're saying. There was a pedophile that came on. I know I'm going over the line.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's
some people say like, oh, grown-ups people who dress like little kids, like, oh, I'm identified as a little kid. So what if they end up raping, you know, people mental? It all goes down to mental problems.
You're right about that. And as I was saying this, like, if you even that guy who was saying, I'm panicking. Remember that guy who was saying, I'm panicking. I can't breathe. Do you remember him? Do you remember that?
I remember that clip.
Was so childlike. He was so childlike. I just think sometimes it's a mental thing. You're just stuck there, and he sees. And what did he say again? One time when they asked him that, what were you gonna do with the young girls?
Have a coffee.
Yeah, have a coffee. Look at that.
Oh,
and they'll answer that. I'm gonna have. We're just gonna have a shower. No, this is a kid. You're not going to have a shower. So, you know, that's my thing. I think that's stuck. So, for me, I think as soon as you're caught, it depends on how they've analyzed you. Because some of these people might actually have mental issues. They don't really understand that this is bad. Like your man, if you watch the video, I see, like, this guy doesn't understand what he's doing. But anyway.
Looked like he had mental issues.
Yeah, he died. And the majority of them is like that. They look like they don't understand what's happening. Because they ask them, why are you meeting 9-year-old Mary in McDonald's? We just wanted to have a coffee. No, what coffee?
I don't think I've seen a child named Mary. And they're usually old when they're married.
Okay.
So are you saying Mary is born 20 something? Is that what you're saying?
No, guys, it's like there's certain names I've never seen them with their kids. Mary, I've never seen Louise.
On that, guys, we're gonna say goodbye.
Just before you say goodbye, apparently in America they're trying to legalize pedophilia.
Excuse me.
What
in America? Some parts of America they're trying to legalize
some states.
Pedophilia. They're saying a child has a choice to be with another person.
Yeah. Patrick, can we wrap this up, please?
Just for your knowledge.
You know what? Okay, guys, we're gonna do is, as I said, we're gonna keep some of these topics, Jade's topic, and this thing what Fred has just said tomorrow on Instagram. We're gonna bring it up and we're gonna see what you guys are gonna say. You know what, guys? Thank you for all your support. We're loving the support. We were on 118 subscribers on YouTube. Now we are 126. We are loving this. We're loving this.
Let me say goodbye, guys.
Yeah, you say it, Peter.
Guys, we enjoy every time you're coming down and viewing our podcast. It's been fun. I just don't like the way you set up today. The light guys were on this side and we really dark guys were on this side. It's not fair. Don't do that next time. But look, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, share, and make sure you click on that bell notification. So every time there's content, you're ready to see. And make sure you're coming in tomorrow on Instagram because we've got a fantastic guest as well. You're going to enjoy the crack. Now, see you again next week, same time, same place.
Who's the guest?
Peace.
Fatson Podcasts. He has a podcast. He used to be a musician, and I remember back then we listened to the music. I'm happy tomorrow. I'm actually excited about tomorrow, guys. I'm excited about tomorrow.
Okay, so we're gonna close it by asking one Tali, what's the name of the podcast?
Man, it's called 5 Rounds. Subscribe.
5 Rounds.